Hey there. Hey, my name is Mike Yao. I'm the creator and designer of the Savage Kingdoms tabletop role-playing game. And we're trying to raise some money here for the third edition of the core rulebook. So the original edition was printed back in 2014. Then there was a reforged edition 3 years ago, and now we're looking at the third edition. It's already 99.9% written and edited. In fact, there's already kind of a crude PDF version of it already that I finished a couple days ago. So now we're trying to crowdfund a little bit of funding, so a little bit of cash to hire some decent artists and a graphic designer to lay out the thing and make it look awesome, and eventually become a hardcover rule book. So what's different than the first edition? So Savage Kingdoms third edition, just very quickly, is an improvement upon the first two. I mean, I know everybody says that, but it is. It's a little more streamlined. It's kind of, the math is easier to deal with. Those of you used to tabletop role-playing probably know what I mean. A lot of the games get a little mathy heavy sometimes, math heavy. So this one is not as much as it used to be. In fact, it's not really at all. It's actually quite simple. It all runs on a single, the roll of a single D20. So I haven't really officially named the game engine yet, the game mechanic, but I sort of call it the X20 system, because it's an exploding 20 system, and there's some other nifty, cool things to do with the system, and that's all you have to worry about. It's 20-sided dice. You don't have to worry about all the other crazy dice. So it makes it run very smoothly, very quickly. It is a fairly gritty game. It's fairly it's sword and sorcery based. I wouldn't call it dark fantasy, but it's kind of in between sword and sorcery. There's some high fantasy elements as well, but it's probably a little more, it's grounded fantasy is what I call it. It's sort of a Conan, Robert E. Howard's Conan from the Hyborian Age meets Game of Thrones is probably a good way to look at it. So it's there's some Lord of the Ring-y stuff in there too, which is good old high fantasy, but it's mostly sort of grounded. I run it for summer camps, and some of my kids, weirdly enough, I actually wrote it mostly for adults, like 14 and up. But however, some of my 11 to 14, 15-year-old kids at the summer camps that I run it for, and some after-school classes, and now I run it online for them now that they're at home, have really connected with it, strangely enough. So now I've been using it as a teaching tool and that sort of thing. I've done some after-school classes with Savage Kingdoms as well as Dungeons & Dragons. So yeah, so that's it. So it's appealing to kids and adults as well. So if you can, chip in a few gold pieces, so to speak, and let's see if we can make this a reality and make it a nice, beautiful, full color core rulebook. All right, thanks for listening, and hopefully we get your support. Thanks.